Hey, good morning, and welcome to the Marketing 101 for Small Business Owners podcast. I am Philippa Channer, and this is our special series, Moco Business Buzz. Today, we're kind of taking it beyond Moco. We have a special guest, Jean Wright, who is not in the Moco area, but is happy to serve the lovely ladies in the Moco area. So, Jean, please introduce yourself. Let us know about yourself, what you offer.
Well, thank you, Philippa, for having me today. And I am just over the border in Frederick County. So I'm actually in southern Frederick County, so very close by.
Yes, not
Um,
far at all.
so thank you for having me. And I am an author and I am also a sales confidence builder. I authored my book last year. It's called Selling Your Confidence. And the subtitle is Forging a Successful Sales Career from Mint Cookies to Martinis. And
Yes.
what I realized when I was deciding about my book because of my long career in sales, how did I really get the selling bug? What really sparked me into feeling comfortable about sales? And
Mhm.
it was when I sold Girl Scout cookies, believe it or not, all those years ago. And I just felt very confident. For some reason, I just felt like I wanted to help my troop. I wanted to do what they told us to go out and
Yes.
sell people something they love. And hey, parents, would you let me do this? And they said no. And I said, "Well, I want to really do this." And they couldn't understand this door to door thing, why it was so appealing to me. And so they relented and said, go ahead, give it a try. And then I was really successful and had a lot of fun with it. But I ended up doing a lot of work in sales throughout my career, which was it was an interesting how my mother would tell me, "I can't believe I didn't want you to sell Girl Scout cookies."
Well, let me so.
So after I started getting involved in my career, working for different companies and products and services, I was the president of a local women's business group here, and I started talking to women entrepreneurs, solopreneurs. They had coaching businesses or they sold products and they were building their little empires. But you know what was wrong? They they were afraid of the word sales, about selling, about being out there and asking for the business after they
Yeah.
were so passionate about their products. And then it was a little hard for them to admit that they had to actually sell at some point and ask for the money. So I decided it was time for me to write my book, talk
Yeah.
about my career, what I experienced, different things as a woman because, doors can close in our faces. We have to kind of get up our energy and our confidence. I realized this confidence thing is really, we all have it. It's just how we want to put it out there,
Yeah.
pull it up and use it. So that helped me get through my book. And it was a fun journey. And then once I did that, I said, now I can start helping women and coach them. So now it's like, oh, let's do this business because once you're an author, and if anyone out there has decided to be an author, your topic now makes you an expert.
Yeah.
And you did write about it and you did provide a lot of your expertise and experience in the book. So that's where I've come kind of from the beginnings of the thoughts of writing the book to writing it, publishing it, and then now working into the coaching mode.
Side. Okay, awesome. Now, I don't want to give away too much in terms of the book, but do you have time to go a little deeper into, I guess, maybe the core reason why you feel like women hesitate when it comes to sales? I know for me, it felt sleazy. But more importantly, I feel like I'm realizing now hindsight is beautiful. Now that I'm more confident now, I'm realizing what hindered me from really strongly selling myself was that I wasn't really 100% sure about the product or service that I was offering. Like I knew when I was with somebody, I knew the magic happened and I was helping them, but I could not articulate it and put it into like a package. I finally did that now. And so now for me, when I'm with somebody, I'm like, yes, this is what I have to offer. This is how much I speak boldly about it. But I feel like, yeah, I lacked that confidence because I wasn't sure about the product. You feel like
Well,
is that
yes.
a common thing or was that mine just special?
No, I think, well, even truly for myself, I have had that feeling of here I am writing about confidence, and now I want people to have confidence in me. And I'm not working for anyone else but me now. So I have to be proud of my product and know that I can help people. And I think that it's that kind of almost like that imposter syndrome where we feel like, well, who am I to tell people that this is important or this is what I can teach them? Who am I?
And to
But
charge people
honestly,
too.
you know a lot more about your topic, your service than I know.
Yeah.
And you are that expert. You're that go-to person I'm going to want to talk to. And when you're out and there's networking opportunities and meeting people virtually or however you meet people and they get to know you more, they're going to say, "You need to talk to, and she's the one who, and she'll help you do." And and it's like that is just so much, isn't it helpful when someone else tells you how great you are?
That it's
And then that builds up your confidence, doesn't it?
It builds up your confidence, and then also I always get that, like, that shy, like, "Oh," like, whenever somebody starts complimenting me, I'm, like, hiding, like, being shy about it. I'm like, I just heard today, this morning, like, I need to embrace when those moments happen, embrace them, be proud of them, and show up, and so it's just
But
it's just
but,
these weird
you've
struggles women go through.
right, and this is not being negative, but it's just the reality of it. Our experiences with salespeople have usually been someone in a suit, maybe a man,
Mhm.
someone who acts as if they know more about the product than I ever will. They're going to maybe make me feel intimidated. They're going to ask me for the money that I'm not sure I want to spend. They're not emotionally involved with me, like getting to know me. They're not building a relationship with me. And they're telling me, okay, here's what you need. This is what I'm going to give you. And this is how much it costs. And you say, oh my gosh, I'm not
Yeah,
ready. And
yeah,
and so it's that those notions that we have in our heads that hold us back because we perceive salespeople like that because that's been our experience with maybe the salespeople that we don't want to emulate. And we think that's what sales is. It's people like that.
and
Whereas
it
really who
is
you are is the person that's authentic
yes,
and the person who's passionate and the person that's going to help you solve your problem. And don't you want to work with me? Because this would be a great thing we're going to have together.
yes,
You know,
yep,
we have to get
I
past
love it.
those other images that are holding us back because we're not that. Are you aggressive? Are you intimidating? Are you, going to do those things that those salespeople you don't like? I'm sure you don't have any of those traits.
Yeah, I don't.
So get it out of your head. That's not you.
Exactly. Yeah,
And that's what I'm trying to tell people. Really, you think that's who you have to be, and
yeah.
that's not you. So don't try to be that.
And I love that in your book that it helps us reframe what sales looks like and how we show up in sales. That's so
Yes.
good. I feel like that's what people need is another image that represents sales to say, okay, I don't want to be that suit guy, but I can do that. I can be me in this. And
I
that's
just added something new to my book. I have a new printing that's just coming out like as we speak, some new colors, some things that I think are going to make it a little more attractive, but I've added some bonus material and it's about that word salesy
yeah,
because I get a lot of people say, I don't want to be salesy. And you know what? That's not even a word. That is a word that's been made up and it's true. If you
yep,
look it up in the dictionary, it says it's a word that's been used to describe people who have those traits
yep.
of being intimidating or aggressive or whatever. So here's what I decided to use that word. Let's use salesy in a positive way.
Okay.
Selling authentically like everyone sees you.
Ooh, I
Isn't
love
that
it.
clever? And I put that in my book as an extra bonus section. And it's it's like after the last chapter, there's some more thoughts I've had since I have published my book last year. I decided I'm getting salesy all the time. People keep asking me. I just wrote an article for SAS Magazine, which is here in Frederick in the May issue, about how not to feel salesy.
Yeah.
And what I'm doing is turning that around into a positive. Let's okay, you can still be salesy, but you can make it the authentic you in salesy.
So
So
I love that you mentioned the SAS magazine. You're the second person I talked to recently from Frederick that's like just raving about this magazine. So I
Oh,
signed up for the online version.
mhm.
But yeah, I love that you're in there and getting out there and getting the word out. That's so
Yeah,
good.
and we have lots of, events that's well, I don't work for SAS, but I'm just saying they have events that bring women together from all over. I just met
Yeah.
women from Montgomery County, Anne Arundel County. Last weekend, we had a special brunch for women who have a business, and so they really are inclusive to everybody in the region. So I highly recommend taking advantage of their events and their when they debut their magazine, they have a big bash, and it's really
Oh,
fun.
good. Oh, good. See, there you go, everybody. There's a plug. Everybody in the local area, any county in the near region,
Yes,
we
yeah,
need to be there. Let's see you
right,
there.
because it's all women who are supporting each other.
Oh, that's magical. I
Yeah,
love it. I need to show up. I was just thinking, oh, I'll just get the magazine, but not even realizing there's a community in person that we can
you'll
connect.
be getting emails and information about upcoming events and things that
Okay.
they're gonna be
Perfect.
doing. Yes,
Yes. Okay. All right. So now that we've shared all the goodies,
yes,
I noticed you have layers for your journey. And so
right,
probably many different touch points of where you've had to market yourself. So you can pick any part of your journey so far as an entrepreneur, coaching, writing a book, all the good stuff. Is there any specific marketing experience and success that you've had that you're like, yes, I loved this time. I want to do it again and again because it was
right.
successful. And whatever success looks like to you, in that moment, either successful in sales that you got money from or success in you just felt so confident because you had such a positive response from the community from this.
Right. Well, those are great questions. And marketing is a whole nother world because you write a book and you're looking to do something with that. And you really need to find the right platform. And this is great for those of the viewers out there that may have a business or they have a book in them and they say, I'm going to be an author someday. And I say, go for it because you have a story. You definitely have a story of what got you to where you are. But then the reality sets in of, okay, so I have this book. Now, how am I going to get the word out there? And a lot of times, you're going to get bombarded by a lot of people that want to help you.
Mm,
I can do this marketing for you. I can get you 1,000 people on your email list. I can get you more social media appearance. I mean, it's a lot of sifting through all those people want to help you. And I decided to take my time and just kind of experiment and find the people I could trust and know. And I'd say really finding a good marketing platform. Like I had like a basic website. I have a new website that's coming out like she's supposed to turn on the switch today, so I'm excited about that.
oh,
Because I had time to think about where am I going with this?
yeah.
So sometimes when you do the book or you say, I'm going to start this business, you really have to think it out and start getting your feel around people when with your topic. And then when you start feeling like this is definitely a niche, this is definitely something women need. This is definitely where I can help them. So find your platform, get your email list started, because those are your prime people that you want to keep in touch with all the time. Let them know how you're doing. I'm trying to get a little bit better at that, but I do try to stay in touch with them and keep adding to my list. Social media is important. I mean, I find LinkedIn for the type of women I'm looking for who have businesses. Everybody that's like looking for those good connections, quality connections are on LinkedIn, and I do post and I do follow a lot of people there. And working on a coaching offer and trying to get this now out in the mainstream. So I just would say take your time, but kind of look for the people that you can build a relationship with. And I mean, the person I'm working with now, my website, she's in Utah. So it's okay because I've developed a relationship with her online and I feel really confident about her skills and I really like her. So
Oh, good.
it doesn't matter if they're nearby or far away. And it's just who you connect with and who you
Yeah.
find out there. But you need somebody to kind of get you on a good platform, your sales funnels, all those marketing things that you want to try to utilize to get yourself out there.
I love it. I love it. Now, what about on the other side? Was there something that you struggled with along the way that you're like, you tried it and it failed miserably? Or on the other side of if you something you wanted to try, but you just couldn't figure out how to start implementing it into your strategy?
Right. Well, when you write a book, everybody says, "Let's put it up on Amazon and this is gonna sell," and it doesn't just sell by itself.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I work with a really nice publisher, self-publishing company. Actually, they're out of California, indie publishing, and they've been fantastic because they were able to get my book out to a lot of different distributors, not just Amazon. But
Good.
that doesn't matter because you still, I mean, it helps. It's really helpful that you don't have to do that yourself if you work with a publisher that does that. But you have to do a lot on your own, and when you get the royalty check and you think, "Well, I thought it was gonna be a lot more than that." Well, it doesn't just sell itself, it's what you put into it, and a lot of people say they're gonna buy it, and they don't necessarily buy it right away, but you can encourage that
Yeah.
through other ways of buying the books, selling them in person. I found that that is really the way that works for me the best. When I do speaking and I have my books with me, or I'm asked to be a vendor at an event where I can sit with my table and actually, sell my books there. Those are great ways to do it. You have to learn all this because
Yeah.
the main thing is you do want to do something with your book and you also want to make a business out of it. But the book is your baby. So how can I get my book out there? Networking, having one with you to even give them away. You can do that. You can give them away.
Door
It's just
prizes at network.
it's like a calling card, right?
Yep.
I'll be starting a blog that I want to continue to write in. So, and then social media is important. But I guess the struggle is the realization of what it's really like when you have a book out there and the work you have to put into it
Yeah.
to make it all successful and to get it where you want people to be able to access it and know it's there for them.
It sounds
So
like you need to understand if you write a book, finishing the book is just the beginning.
it
That's where
is, it
everything
is.
starts.
You'll hear that over and over again, right,
Yeah.
from a lot of people. Exactly.
Oh,
And some people just write the book for a reason of like a personal reason. They just want to
yeah.
get out. And mine was partially personal, but I felt like I could still help people. And I think a lot of people do have that intent of wanting to help with their experience. They've quit corporate. They've been there, done that. And let me tell you how I got there from because
Yeah.
nonfiction can do that for you.
Yeah.
So that's really, I think, you want to put a lot into it, but then you want to get something out of it. So
Yeah.
you have to go into it knowing all those things that it's a little extra work on your part. That's why you're getting good people behind you to help you push it out there.
Yeah. A
And
good team, knowing the
yeah,
right people.
right,
That is definitely key because it's for a lot of women entrepreneurs I've met have that mindset, especially the first few years, I've got to do it all by myself. And it's like, I really need to break them out of that saying, no, you need a tribe. A lot of this is you need the
right,
right people behind you, supporting you,
right.
providing the stuff where it's just not your strong suit.
Right. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I'm not in the selling world anymore, but now I'm doing this. I listen to sales podcasts because a lot of those, I listen to those people and I think, I know all that they're saying. I need to get on more podcasts myself. It actually validates you with your own knowledge, it says, yes, those people are saying things that I know too, or I can give that advice just as well as they can.
Yes.
I'm good. And you just think, "Wow, there's so many out there." So I have been able to start identifying where I wanna hang
Yeah.
out so I can get and then I also listen to podcasts about authors and how to get your book marketed, and that's really helpful too.
Yeah.
So, I say there's so much information out there that can help you for free
Yeah.
that you can take it. It's also good to pay a coach because that's also gonna be helpful to you, but it's
Yeah.
also, great to get that free information. People are looking for podcast guests and,
Yeah.
and once you do that yourself and guest a lot, then you can start your own podcast and be the
Yeah.
expert with those people. So, it's
And it's a
it's
pretty,
it's a fun world right
yeah.
now with all
Yeah.
the opportunities there are.
Lots of ways to just put yourself out there, put your business out there, get your name out there, being on podcasts, writing the blogs. And so I love that. So I was going to ask, so we could share with everybody else how they can work with you. I'm hearing that they can, one, buy your book.
Mhm.
They can, you hear you're a coach as well now.
Correct.
And then at your website, you're going to start a blog. So tell people how to get all three of those.
Okay. Well, my website is sellingyourconfidence.com. And what I offer people who are looking to maybe work with me or just want to get something off their chest about, I'm calling it goodbye fear, welcome sales.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a fear that we need to talk about. We need to see where you are.
Yeah.
I will have no judgment of you when you tell me what you think your needs are and where you need some help. So I call it a 45-minute discovery call. And we just, talk about what you're dealing with. How entrepreneurs have to wear a lot of hats. They have to run their business. They may hire people, depending how big they are. They have to keep their books and all that. And oh, by the way, now I have to sell this. Now I have to go out there and talk about it. And
Yeah.
so it's a lot. And they may not be a salesperson or somebody who's comfortable with that. So they need to understand how they can make it work for
Yeah.
them if they're the ones that are the prime, or they have to tell somebody. The worst thing you can possibly hear is somebody being hired and they say, now go out in the street and just get business for me. And that person may not be well trained.
Yeah.
So maybe that person needs a little bit of training, or maybe you need training to help that person be trained. So,
Yeah.
there's a lot to it. So I can help figure out where you are in your business marketing and sales plan and how I can help you. It's really about the confidence level. Because if you can get past that, you can take all the sales classes. And I recommend people take a good basic sales class. And I can help with tips on how to sell, how to prospect, how to network, how to present, how to close, how to follow up with customer service. I can do all that. And but it's the whole thing about how do we feel about it?
Yeah.
You're sent out there into the world, go sell this. And it's like, it's lonely out there when you're by yourself and having to bring it in. So, how can we get the confidence going? How can we feel better about it? So, we're presenting ourselves in a way that the person wants to know, like, and trust us.
Yes.
So that's where I kind of come from. We start with that, and then we just do a customized coaching plan according to how they want to work with me. So there will be a way for you to just sign up on my website, www.sellingyourconfidence.com,
Yeah.
and there will be a way that you can get in touch with me from there.
Okay.
And it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to meeting some new women. I mean, I really am focusing more on women in this case. So
Yes.
we understand each other.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, cool. And I can understand. And I imagine we can purchase the book from there as well.
Yes, there's a link on my website, or you can go right to Amazon with the name of the book as well.
Yes.
So,
Perfect. And I look forward to seeing the new cover and the new website as it rolls out. I'm
yes, I'm
excited.
really excited about it. So, it took me about a year to kind of think about some things and see how I wanted to go with it and how I wanted to appeal to my niche audience, my ideal client. So, those are all the things that take your time and just sort of make it work so that
Yeah.
it's not perfect, but it's going to be better.
Yeah.
So, that's what
Oh,
I'm
good.
looking forward to.
Awesome. Excited. Well, I so appreciate you that you come
Thank you.
showing up on the show, sharing your story, and just I am so grateful that you took the time to take your life experiences and recognizing the struggles that women have with sales and
Right.
putting pen to paper and getting just encouraging women on this journey as well, bringing them with you and lifting them up. So thank you so much for writing the book. I'm so glad I read it. And I just look forward to the new editions that are coming out soon.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time with me today. I really appreciate um, being a guest here today. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's conversation, today's episode. As always, we will have additional content, marketing tips and advice on a regular basis. Starting soon, it's going to be dropping on Mondays instead of Wednesdays. And hopefully we'll have some more local business buzz people come and share their thoughts and wisdoms as well. So you guys have a great weekend. Until then, thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye.